Major development in a case we've been investigating for years. The city has settled with an innocent family whose home was wrongly raided by the Chicago police.
The deal comes in the middle of an emotional trial where the Mendez family accused officers of pointing guns at them, leaving them traumatized to this day. Our investigator, Dave Savini, has been covering this story for the last 7 years. Dave, what happened in this case is significant.
That's right. It is significant, and it sends a message for all the other pending wrong raid lawsuits out there. After the Mendez family first told us their story, dozens more came forward saying the same thing happened to them. Days before the settlement was reached, the trial focused on proving whether or not officers pointed guns at the children.
What's the full name of that weapon?
It's a spiked tactical AR-15 rifle.
The pointing of guns at the Mendez family and their children was at the center of the trial, but before a jury was supposed to decide if they should be compensated for their trauma, the family and the city settled late last night.
What did this erroneous search warrant do to your lives?
It's tore it upside down.
Peter Mendez was only 9 when the raid happened.
Should a child ever have to go through that?
No, sure.
During the trial, the jury heard from an older Peter Mendez, now 17, and his younger brother Jack, who is 13. They testified officers pointed guns at them and their parents. "You banged in our door. You pointed guns at us. I saw my dad in handcuffs," Peter told the jury. "That image can't be undone to you." Officer Joseph Capello repeated to the jury what he said in a previous deposition, that he did not point his weapon at anyone.
My rifle is at my navel line, and I'm walking like this at all the time.
The jury was shown various angles of body camera video from the raid, including this moment where Capello appears to point his gun in the direction of the family's window as Hester Mendez, the children's mother, looked out. Moments later, officers burst in to their apartment. This was another key moment. Experts who testified for the family argue Capello was pointing his gun here toward the children's father, Gilbert Mendez, while he was handcuffed on the ground. The jury also heard testimony from other victims of wrong raids by CPD.
They had a gun this close to your face.
Kids too?
Yes.
It was part of an effort by the Mendez family attorneys to establish a pattern of excessive force by CPD. Cynthia Eason, who took the stand during the trial, repeated what she told us in 2018, that officers pointed guns at her and her family too.
You were most worried about your grandchildren.
Yes. And my daughter. Yes.
In the Mendez case, the settlement amount is confidential pending approval from the City Council. This was a tiring process for the Mendez family, but they're relieved this case is over. Several search warrant reforms were enacted after we first told you their story, including a state law in Peter's name. At least this chapter for Peter and them is done.
Absolutely. Dave, thanks very much.